What is up, traders? Jim here, owner and founder of At Big Pips Only, coming at you with another weekly market breakdown for July 12th through July 17th. Now, getting straight into it. Okay, we're starting with the DXY. Now, we can see clearly, okay, that this is in a downtrend. Okay, so we're not going to do anything but look to sell it. Okay. Now, how we're going to be, because where the market is situated right now, right, we would have wanted to have sold up here. What I will be doing and what I will be looking for, okay, if the market pushes back up in here, okay, and I can get this clean double top formation here, okay, I'll possibly look to sell the market if we can get our patterns and everything lines up on our entry time frame. Okay, then we will look to short this market down. Now, the other scenario, okay, that I will look to continue these sells is if and when this market here, okay, if this market decides to continue to push down and it takes out these lows, okay, then upon that retracement, I would then enter and look to continue short. Okay, those are the two short scenarios. Okay, now the only way I will change my bias on this pair is if we come up here and we take out these highs. Okay, now if price pushes up and we get some strong confirmations that price is breaking above this high here, okay, I will then look for that price to be taken out, and then on the retracement, okay, and the retest of that level, I would look to continue this market up. Okay, so that is the scenarios that we will be looking for on the DXY. Okay, and again, that's just what I'm looking for, right? I can't predict the market. I can't tell the market which way to go. So you really got to understand all of the possibilities and then go from there. So the next one we're going to be looking at GBPUSD. So right now, okay, yes, I do see this wick. Okay, yes. Maybe you got in, maybe you think it's a double top. Right now, I am bullish GBPUSD, okay? Entered in here on these wicks down here on Friday for the buys. And this is my mindset as of current on GBPUSD. Okay, so here with this pair, right? If we're looking at it, we can see the market is in fact pushing up. Okay, I do see this. Yes, I do see the wick, and I do see it come down. Okay, the market could do whatever it wants. It could gap all the way up. It could gap all the way down. When the market, goes ahead and reopens. Now, the scenarios on GBPUSD that I'll be looking at, okay, this low down here is very, very intriguing to me. So what I could see and what I've seen many, many times in the market, price could push down, okay? It could be like, oh, yeah, let's get these people thinking it's going to sell. Okay, come down here and then double bottom up. So that will be the first real scenario I'm looking at. Okay, I do see, this rejection up here off of this level. We are pushing back into the institutional level as well. So yes, that is something I'm looking at. If you're in a sell, manage your risk properly. Okay, I do see this. Now, where I will sell is if when price breaks this level here, okay, when we break this level on that retracement, then I will look to short the market. Okay, then I would look to short it. But until then, I will remain with my overall bias from last week, which is a long bias. Okay, so this next one we have here, USDCAD. Now, It actually seems that we are sort of moving in this range here now on USDCAD. So as you can see, price really failing to break above and really failing to break below these lows here. And also this institutional level, right? It's sort of been trapped between these two institutional levels for really quite some time since it broke back in June 11th. Okay, it's really kind of been trapped over here. It tried to push up to this one and immediately came right back into the range. So it's been a while. Okay, it's been a whole month. It's just kind of been moving sideways. Not that there's not tradable opportunities in that, but let's just go ahead and explain it, right? We pushed down in here last week. Now, this for me, I mean, this wick here is not enough to say for me that it's broken above, since it didn't really break above the actual institutional level here. Now, I have highlighted this green box here as well, this green region, because if price does again come down here and it shows some sort of bullish activity down here, I will look to long it off of this region and sort of continue with this range here. Now, the other scenario I will be looking at, okay, there are actually two other scenarios, and those are if price here, if it comes up here, okay, and it breaks above these highs and out of this gray box here, my institutional level at this region, okay, if it breaks out of that, when it comes back to retest it, and it could even just retest the edge of it here, but when it comes back to retest, that is where I would look to go long, okay? So if it comes down here, if it breaks up and comes back and retests here, I will look to go long. Now, the only real way I will go short, okay, because we are in that range, I don't like to really trade ranges unless I am creating the best possibility for myself. So what I would do and what I will do, if price breaks here, okay, what I'll begin to do, I'll wait for price to break out of this range. Okay, when it breaks out of the range, okay, it's going to come back, retest this institutional level here, and then I will look to short the market down, okay, from there. So that is what I will be looking for on USDCAD. But as of right now, it is going to be that range, right? So we'll wait to see if it pushes down. If it creates a buy opportunity, then we will look to buy. If not, okay, we'll probably just see it trapped in the range, and if it stays in the range, we'll just wait for it to break above or below. So here, GBPJPY, I want to sort of explain it on the 4-hour, and then I want to give you a daily perspective, because here, really, the 4-hour hasn't really told me much. Okay, it's giving me a hint of what could happen, but then I flipped up to the daily, and the daily is kind of giving you a whole nother story. So I'm kind of gonna wait and see which one of these sort of plays out. But here on the 4-hour, you can see market pushing up here. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this. Right, broke, even retested. Right, you have this wick rejection, you have this wick rejection. So you've got 8 hours worth of data here. Okay, so this could be a possibility, right? You could even be getting this head and shoulders pattern here. So what I will wait for is if and when price breaks this neckline here, okay, and the shoulder does get created, after the creation of the shoulder, then I will look for the retracement. After the retracement, I will then go short in the market, looking to take out that previous low. Okay, that will be based here on a 4-hour perspective. This has to happen before that, though. Okay, this and then that. Okay, this and then that. Now, we bought in, okay, we bought on GBPJPY from these regions on Friday. So we are intraday, if you held this intraday, you are long on this still. So now going to the daily, okay, you can see here on the daily that we're pushing up. Okay, we're still in an uptrend here on the daily. Okay, we had sort of this inverse head and shoulders pattern, price pushed up. Okay, on our Fibonacci here, came down into our secondary kill zone, right, the 75.4, double bottom off of that level, and now price is pushing up. So we could even see price come all the way back up to these levels, right, based off of the 1 day time frame. So this will be something that I do monitor very, very closely this week. Okay, we could see that 4-hour short play out, okay, to sort of maybe even give us, right, because after that double bottom, you want to see some sort of retracement continuation up. So based off the daily, we'll be monitoring gold very, very closely off of this daily fib, because we could even see this fib play out, right, after double bottom, retracement, minimum 382, and continuation to the upside. So we could see something like that even play out. So it will be something that we monitor very, very closely. And then the last pair that we are going to take a look at, Euro USD. Okay, popping it up here on the 4H time frame. Okay, as you can see here, okay, we had a market that is pushing up, okay, here sort of on this 4H perspective, and now we are back at that previous lower high. We wicked it, and then we began to push straight up, right, in towards the upside. So what do we have here, right? For me, I am going to be buying this until it actually breaks this low. Okay, and I'll show you why that this is highlighted. This is highlighted from Friday. It's where we wanted to see entries. Okay, to buy up here. Okay, now yes, I do see this. We could possibly have a head and shoulders pattern forming here as well. Okay, so if and when we come down and we take this neckline out, okay, upon the retracement, then I would look to go short. Okay, if and when first this, right, then that. Okay, first this has to be taken out, then that. Okay, so be mindful of that. But until then, right, we came down, we respected the previous lower high, okay, and we have begun to push up. So what I would like to see, okay, are these highs up here taken out, all right, and then I will look. I'm not going to enter the market where it is now. Okay, that's just not my forte. So I'll probably set aside until this or that happens, right? So if these lows get taken out on the retracement, I'll short. And then if these highs get taken out, okay, I wait for these highs to be taken out. And if those highs get taken out on the retracement, right, I will look to go long, right? And if and when I go long here, you always got to pay attention. Could it double top here? Yes. If it doesn't, it's going to break and continue. Okay, so that is this week's weekly market breakdown. I hope you all found it very, very insightful. Again, please give us a like, a follow, and a subscribe so we can get out to other traders in the community and help other like-minded individuals succeed. Again, disclaimer, do not take these as signals. These are just pre-week market analysis. It does change as the market gives us more candles and explains to us the language of the markets. Okay, so as you go through the week, okay, this is not going to be the bias the whole week. It could reverse. These biases could change, Monday, Tuesday, after the market starts to feed us what it wants to do for the week. So be mindful of that, okay? Again, if you're ever interested in the academy, learning how we do what we do, how to use institutional levels, how to use Fibonacci's properly, real institutional down and dirty type trading that will make you successful a lot quicker than the retailer's way. Okay, so if you're ever interested, links are all down in the description, as well as my handles. So if you want to contact me, ask some questions, follow the journey, those are down there as well. You all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Have a great trading week, and I'll see you guys and girls on the other side.